Hello, friends. Welcome back to Vinita Online Nursing Classes. Today, let's discuss the next theory, that is Virginia Henderson theory. Okay? Here, Virginia Henderson was born in 1897. The place is a native of Kansas City, that is Missouri, and she was received honorary doctoral degree from the Catholic University. Okay, this is the biography of Virginia Henderson. Okay, she was born in 1897. Place is Kansas City, that is Missouri. Received honorary doctoral degree from the Catholic University. Okay, we know that the nursing definition was given by Virginia Henderson. Okay, let's see the definition according to the Virginia Henderson. In the 1955, she has formulated the definition for the nursing, that is nursing is a unique function and is primarily assisting the individual, sick or well, in the performance of those activities contributing to health or recovery, peaceful death that he would perform unaided if he had the strength, will, and knowledge. Okay, what's the definition says that? So it is one of the nursing is one of the unique function, especially the goal of nursing is it's primarily assisting the individual, those who are in the sick and those who are in the well. So well-being also, the nursing care is provided for the people who are having the sick, especially in the performance of those activities, means their activities to contribute the health or recovery. So focusing the sick people for contributing the health or recovery for that people, that he would perform unaided if he had the strength or will or the knowledge. Like it is likewise the unique function, unique contribution of nurse, like to help the individual to be independent, such as assistance as soon as possible. Like in addition of this definition, she has given this kind of the definition regarding the assisting the sick or the individual, especially for the contribution of their health and the recovery and also the peaceful death. So the person, the people who are performing unaided if he had the strength or the will or the knowledge. So this is the definition according to the Henderson, Virginia Henderson. She has given in the year 1955. Okay, in addition to these kind of the definition, along with this, she has proposed 14 components of basic nursing care to argument for her definition. So the 14 purposes, 14 components she has given according to the basic nursing care, so that is related to her nursing definition. Let's see what are those 14 components which was given by the Virginia Henderson. Is first one is breathe normally, second one is eat and drink adequately, eliminate body wastage. So first, whatever we are breathing, that should be in a normally, and whatever the food and the quantity, drinking water, drinking quantity, or either it may be water or the fluid, something it may be, it should be in a adequately, and elimination of the body wastage, and move and maintain desirable posture. So whatever the person is having the movement and the maintain, so that should be in a desirable postures, and sleep and the rest proper, the person need the proper sleep and proper rest. And also then next, sixth one is suitable clothes, dress and undress, and maintain body temperature within the normal range. The body temperature of the person should be maintained in the normal range, and along with that, keeping the body clean, well groomed, and avoid dangers in the environment, and also avoiding the injuries. Okay, so these are the first 9 components. So these first 9 components are especially concerned with the physiological components. See, yes or no, these all are the physiological physiological components: breathing, eating, drinking, eliminating, moving and maintaining, sleep and the rest, and also the suitable clothes, dressing, undressing, maintaining the body temperature, keeping the body clean and the well groomed, and avoiding all the dangers in the environment, like avoiding injuries. So these all will be concerned with the physiological component. The first 9 or components are concerned with the physiological components. Then coming to the 10th one, communicate with others. So as we are living in a society, we need to communicate with the others and learn, discovers or satisfy the curiosity, which leading to normal development and health, and worship according to the one's faith. Then work in such a way that there is a sense of accomplishment, and play and participate in various forms of recreation. Okay, see, according to the what the person has to be do while he or she is living in the society, to maintain a good health according to the his strength, his will, his knowledge. So these are the 4 components which were related to the definition of nursing, which was given by the Virginia Henderson. Okay, got it. Then coming to there are the 4 major concepts. So for each and every theory and for each and every model, we are discussing the major concepts. Okay, here the concepts of the Virginia Henderson theory is also based on the 4 major concepts. That is, first one is nursing, second one is health, and third one is environment, and the fourth one is individual. Okay, let's discuss one by one. Already we have discussed in the definition, that is, nursing is an unique function which aid which is assisting the individual, sick or well, in the performance of those activities, like contributing the health or recovery or peaceful death that he would perform if he had necessary strength or will or the knowledge. So already we have discussed in the definition of the nursing, and also what he would aid and in doing these kind of such a way, these nursing will be helping like to gain independence as rapidly as possible. So here, by giving such kind of the care, by accomplishing such kind of the care in the performing unaided things and necessary things and participating activities contributing towards the people health or the client health, so that making the people in a way as to help gain the independent, to live independent as possible as according to his condition. Got it? That is the first major concept of Virginia Henderson. Coming to the second one is the health. So you know that health is a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being. So here also in this second concept, this Virginia Henderson, she views the health in terms of patient's ability, especially to perform unaided. So this health will be focusing especially the 14 components which was given by her. Okay, she even explains how factors of the age, like cultural background, physical and intellectual capacities, which affects one's health. Here the nurse stresses on the promotion of the health and prevention and cure of disease. So here health major concept means like promotion, prevention and the curing of disease. Mainly the nurse will be stressing over these 3 types. That is the second concept of Virginia Henderson. Coming to the third one, that is the environment. So here by environment, so with the help of, by using the Webster's definition, Webster's WBSTERS Webster's definition, here Henderson defines the environment as the aggregate of all the external conditions and influence affecting the life and development of an organism. So got its exact definition, what it says that. So here according to the Webster, so by using the Webster definition, so here Henderson has also taken one of the definition, that is aggregating of all the external conditions which were presenting or which were surrounding in our environment, like influencing, affecting the, so the environment will be influencing the life and also development of an particular organism. So here In the environmental concept, she also discussed like the environment as a society. She sees that individuals in relation to their families, and also along with that she also believes that society wants and expects the nurses service of acting for the individuals who are unable to function like independently. So got it, this is the third concept of Virginia Henderson concept. Then coming to the fourth one, individual means, so here individual means that person will be considered as individual. Here in the concept of the individual concept, the Henderson views the patient as an individual. So person or the patient as considering as an individual who requires assistance, especially for the achieving health and independence or the peaceful day. Here she refers to human as having basic needs like 14 components. She believes that the mind and the body are in some inseparable and the interrelated. Yes, here we also follow the what Virginia Henderson has believed. Yes, here body and the mind are like inseparable and the interrelated. So body and the mind will be having the interrelated between the each and other, okay, each and everything. Okay, here the patient and his family are viewed as a unit in this individual concept. Got it, these are the four major concepts of Virginia Henderson theory. Okay, then coming to the Henderson and the nursing process. Generally we know the exact nursing process. So here in the Virginia Henderson theory, she also views regarding the nursing process that really the application of the logical approach like to the solution of the problem. So here nursing process means the Virginia Henderson is viewing that what is the nursing process means really the exact application logically approach to the solution of the problem, means whatever the logical approach or logical application that can be solved by the these kind of the nursing process. So here in the nursing process there are the same 5 steps. The first one is the health assessment, means nursing assessment, nursing diagnosis, nursing planning, nursing implementation, and the nursing evaluation. So same general nursing process only. So here Virginia Henderson nursing process is also same, it consisting of 5 steps. Here for example nursing assessment, here assessing the needs of human beings, which is based upon the 14 components of our basic nursing care only. We have to assess the needs of the human beings, either it may be breathe normally, eliminate body waste, sleep and rest, worship according to the one's faith. So here the needs were assessed by the according to the 14 components. So that is the first step. Coming to the nursing diagnosis, here analysis means comparing the data whatever we have assessed in the first step. So here comparing the data to knowledge base of health and the disease, like identify individual's ability to meet own needs with or without any assistance, like taking into consideration strength or any will or the knowledge. Okay, got it, that is the nursing diagnosis. Coming to the nursing plan, so here nursing plan means we are as a nurse we are documenting how we can able to assist the individual sick or well, okay, by following the those 2 steps, nursing assessment and the nursing diagnosis. So here the nurse will be planning according to the diagnosis and according to the assessment. Then coming to the fourth one, nursing implementation. So here we are as a nurse we are assisting the sick or well individual in the performance of activities like in meeting human needs to maintain health or the recover from the any illness that will be aiding in the peaceful day. Like implementation will be based on physiological principles like age, cultural background, emotional balance, or the physical and any intellectual capacity. So here in this implementation carrying out the treatment which is prescribed by the physician only. Okay, then coming to the fifth one, nursing evaluation. So here nursing evaluation means using the such kind of the acceptable definitions or the meanings of the nursing which is related, appropriate, laws related to the practice of nursing. Means here nursing evaluation means we can able to observe the quality of care, that is affected by the preparation and native ability of nursing personnel rather than the amount of hours of care. Or successful outcomes of the nursing will be based in this step, speed with which or degree to which patient performs independently activities or the daily living. Directly in this step we can able to find out the exact outcome of the patient. Okay, these are the 5 steps of the Virginia Henderson nursing process. Got it? So by this we have finished the Virginia Henderson theory. Okay, then next system model is, that is Betty Newman's model. Okay, Betty Newman's model. Here Betty Newman's model, let's discuss the Newman's model. Here Betty Newman's system model, it provides a comprehensive, flexible, holistic and system based perspective for nursing. So here whatever the care that is provided in this Betty Newman system model is, that will be in a comprehensive manner, flexible, it should be flexible, and it is a holistic and system based according to the basic perspective based system for the nursing. So here this theory will be performing according to the orderly based on the perspective of nursing system that will be following. And here along with the, it is mainly like in this conceptual model of nursing especially focuses attention on the responses of the client system. So not only providing comprehensive, flexible, holistic and system based perspective, and also it will be focusing on the client's attention towards the system, either it may be actual or the potential environment stressors. So here not only those kind of the focusing the nursing attention towards the client, so here also it will be uses of the using of the primary, secondary and the tertiary nursing preventive interventions, which is for the retention and attainment and the maintenance of the optimal client system wellness. Got it? So this is the Betty Newman system model. Then here Newman system model. Newman system model. Here this system model consisting of majorly 2 components. The first one is the stress and second one is the reaction to stress. So here the client which were present over in the Newman system model, that is viewed as an open system, okay, in which repeated cycle of any input, process and output and the feedback, like output and the feedback constitutes a dynamic organizational trip pattern. So here the clients were participating in the Newman system model, they were acting, we are considering them as an input process or the output feedback constitutes. So by using these kind of the system perspective, here the client may be individual or group or like family or community, or sometimes the individual, the client may be aggregate, okay, in their development towards growth and the survival. So here these components, the Newman system model will be performing like elaborating, continuously become more differentiated and elaborated the care, and it will be in your complexity. Okay, see here as the client become more complex, the internal conditions of regulations become more complex, like exchange with the environment or reciprocal, and both the client and the environment may be affected sometimes. Okay, only sometimes sometimes the conditions will be the reciprocal, but sometimes the environment and both the client will be affected positively and negatively by each other. Okay, here the system, these Newman system model will be adjusting to the environment or adjust the environment to itself. Okay, so whether whatever the situation, we have to adjust the environment or we have to adjust the environment to itself. So here also this system also in adjusting the environment to itself or environment to like adjust to the environment or adjust the environment to itself. Here these environment, so here for the patient only the environment we influence is like identified as inter or extra personal. Okay, here these environmental factors will be identified as 3 factors: intra, like second one is inter, and third one is extra personal. Okay, so here this is the ideal is to achieve optimal system stability. When system will be achieving like stability, revitalization occurs or the forces that is called like a stressors. Okay, stress or the stressors. Here these reactions to these stressors may be possible for not at all recurring or not at all occurring such kind of the any issues. Got it? By these following of the components, mainly it is influencing the environment to the client and the client to the environment by following the three types of the environment, that is like environmental influences were identified as inter and the intra and the extra personal environment. Got it? Then see here the major concepts of Betty Newman system model. So here the major concepts were identified in the Newman system model, or there are majorly 16 concepts ma. Okay, first one is holistic client approach, second one is open system, and third one is environment. Under the third one again it is divided into three types: internal environment, external environment, created environment. Then coming to the fourth one is process of function, fifth one is input and the output, feedback, negentropy and stability. Then ninth one is entropy, stressor, and so under the stressor again it is divided into the three types: intrapersonal, extra interpersonal and extrapersonal, and wellness. And next one is illness, lines of defense, normal line of defense, flexible line of defense, and line of resistance. And 14th one is degree of reaction, intervention of prevention, primary intervention of prevention. Again it is divided into three interventions: primary intervention, secondary intervention, tertiary intervention, and the sixth one is reconstitution. Okay, these are the 16 concepts of Newman system model. Okay, let's discuss the first one. Okay, what is the first one? Holistic client approach. So here in this concept, according to the Newman's model, it is a dynamic open system approach, especially for the to client care, originally developed to provide an unifying focus. So here client approach means the client care will be focusing, and that should be in a dynamic manner, and the client as a system that may be defined as a person or the family or the group or the community issue. So in this holistic client approach, the clients are viewed as whole was parts. Okay, whole was parts that will be in a dynamic interaction. Like the model considers all the variables simultaneously affecting the client system. These are physiological or the psychological or the socio-cultural, like developmental or the spiritual variables. So here these variables will be affecting in a simultaneous manner. Here just in other words, the Newman, Betty Newman, she has viewed that individual client holistically and considers the variable simultaneously and comprehensively. So here the variable, there are the different types of the variables will be present over the holistic client approach, that are physiological variables, psychological variables. So the physiological variables means that refers to the body structures and the function. Okay, then coming to the psychological variables means it refers to the mental process and relationship. Then socio-culture variables means it refers to the different kind of the systems, functions which will be related to the social and the cultural expectation and also the activities. Okay, then the next variable is the developmental variables, which will be referring to the process related to the development of lifespan. Okay, this is the first concept of Newman system model. Coming to the second one is the open system. So here like in this system is open when its clients are exchanging information like energy, when in its complete organization. Stress and the reaction to stress means we have discussed in the Newman system model two components. So here the two components will be, or the basic components for the open system. Okay, then coming to the third one. So here the third one, environment. Here the definition which was given for the environment by the Newman is, Newman defines environment as all the internal and the external forces which is affecting and being affected by the client at any time comprises the environment. Means either it may be affecting internal affecting or the external forces affecting this being affected by the client at any time. Got it? So here the environment is divided into the three types. First one is the internal, second one is the external, and third one is the created environment. Here coming to the internal environment, especially in internal environment, it exists within the client system, means internally all forces and interactive influences that are solely within the boundaries of client system that making up the environment, means within the client. Coming to the external environment, it exists outside the client system, means outside of the client, those forces and interactive influences that will be identifying as a external. Okay, then last one is the created environment, means it is identified by the Newman. That means that it is client's unconsciousness, like mobilization of all system variables towards system integration, stability, and the integrity. So here three steps will be involved, that is like what is integration, stability, and the integrity. So the system variables toward the system integration and the stability and the integrity means it represents open system, like exchanging of energy with both internal and the external environment. So got it? And also here there is a major objective for this created environment, that is like to provide positive stimulus toward the health for client. It is developed to be protective but may have a negative effect on system, especially why the negative means it uses energy needed to react to the environment stressor. Got it? Then coming to next step is the next one is these are the three major concepts we have discussed. Then the next one is process or function. The fourth concept of Newman system model is process or function. Means here the process or function means exchange of matter, like energy and information with the environment, and the interaction of parts and supports of the system of man, like a living system which will be tending to move towards the wholeness. Means the process will be going on, along with the process the function will be continuous to move towards the wholeness of the person. Okay, coming to the fifth one, that is input and output. Here the like input and output, the matter in this, the matter will be includes like the energy and the information will be exchanged between the man and the environment. Means input we used to consider as a man and output is the environment. So here the exchanging of the matter and the energy between the man and the environment, which is like entering or leaving the system at any point in a time. Okay, then feedback. Sixth one is the feedback. Here like that feedback within which matter or energy, like information as a system output provides the feedback for the corrective action to change or enhance or the stabilize exact system. Okay, then seventh one is the negentropy. So here negentropy means like a process of energy utilization. So what is the utilization of the energy by the individual or by the family or by the community? The energy utilization will be used that assist system, like progression towards the stability or the wellness of the client. Okay, eighth one, that is stability. Okay, so here in this stability the client or the system successfully copes with the stressor because it is able to maintain an adequate levels of the healthcare system towards the client. Then coming to the ninth one is the entropy. So here the entropy is such kind of the process of the energy depletion which moves system to the illness or the death. Means the person may moving from the illness to the death also it may occur. Then 10th one is the stressor. Here in this step the Newman in the 1995 he defines that stressor as a stimuli which produce tension and having more potential for causing instability, like the system may need to deal with one or more stressors at any time. It is important to identify the type, like nature and the intensity of any stressors. Okay, so here in these stressors it may be divided into the three types. First one is the intrapersonal, interpersonal, and the third one is the extrapersonal. Let's discuss. First one is the intrapersonal. Intrapersonal means stressors. Okay, stressors are those occurs with the client system boundary, and they are also correlate with the internal environment. Intrapersonal, we are saying that intrapersonal. For example, condition response, autoimmune response. So here the client system boundary will be having correlate with the internal environment. That is intrapersonal stressors. Coming to the second one is the interpersonal. So here interpersonal means the stressor occur outside the client system boundary, or that will be proximal to the system and having any impact on the system. So it will be coming from the occurring from the outside to the client, so it will be showing any impact on the system. For example, role expectations or such kind of expectations or the assumptions. So that is the interpersonal stressors. Coming to the extra personal stressors. So here these extra personal stressors also occurs outside of the system boundaries, but these extra personal stressors will be having at greater distance from the system, like social policy, social cultural activity. Like here that may be showing the greater distance from the stressor. So these stressors are the stimuli which might penetrate both the client's flexibility and normal line of any defense, like the potential outcome of an interaction with the stressor that may be beneficial, either it may be positive or the negative. Got it? Then the 11th one is the wellness. Here wellness means it existing the when the parts of the client system which will be interacting in the harmony, the system needs particular, they are going to meet the exact needs of their body wellness. Got it? Then coming to the illness, 12th one is the illness. We all know that disharmony means wellness means harmony, interacting with good harmony among the individual. Illness means disharmony among the parts of the system, which will be considering as a illness in varying degrees, like reflecting unmet needs of the client. Okay, lines of defense. Here lines of defense means, so here it will be divided into the three types: normal line defense and flexible line of defense, and then next one is the line of resistance. So let's discuss one by one. First one is the normal line of defense. So in this normal line of defense, outer solid circle, Newman's outer solid circuit, especially it represents a stability state for the individual, like system or the condition which is following adjustment, especially for the made to stressor and maintained over time, which is considered uniquely normal. This normal line of defense will be having a result of composite of several variables and the behavior of the individual, which is coping with their lifestyles or the developmental stage. It is mainly basical way, like individual will be coping with the stressors while functioning within the cultural patterns of their birth, or when she or he will be conforming to that, attempts to conform that type of the activities while functioning in their pattern. Okay, that is the normal line of defense. Then coming to the flexible line of defense. Flexible line of defense means here, so here, like it will be outer brokering, that is called as a flexible line of defense. Okay, the model's outer broken ring, there is a one of the outer broken ring for this model, that is called as a flexible line of defense. Mainly it is the outer and the initial response for the protection of the system, especially to the stressors. And these flexible line of defense will be serves as a cushion. Okay, it is described as accordion, like as it expands away from any contrast or closer to the normal life of any defense. It is dynamic and it can be rapidly altered over a short period of time. It mainly breaking through the solid line. This relationship of the variables can affect the exact degree variable using their flexible defense against possible. So it is important to strengthen the exact flexible line of defense. Okay, then coming to the line of resistance. So here line of resistance means it shows the exact resistance of the structure, means the series of broken rings surrounding the basic care structures that are called as a flexible line of resistance. Example, body's immune response system means it can protect the basic structure and it can able to become activated when the normal line of defense is invaded by the environmental stress. So these will be resulting in the energy development, that also the energy depletion. So not only the energy development, it may also shows the results in the energy depletion that may leading to the death. Got it? These are the lines of defense. Coming to the 14th one, degree of reaction. So here like amount of system instability resulting from stressors invasion of the normal line of defense. Then intervention of the prevention. Here intervention of the prevention, especially the primary prevention, intervention of the prevention, purposeful action will be helping the client to return his maintain the system stability. Okay, prevention means to maintain the person client's stability of the health condition. So there are the three types. First one is the primary intervention, second one is the secondary prevention, not intervention, primary prevention, secondary prevention, tertiary prevention, and the reconstitution. So here primary prevention, you know that it is mainly carried when a stress is suspected or identified, like reaction has not yet occurs but the degree of the risk is known. This intervention will be occurring when the risk or hazards is identified but before the reaction occurs. Okay, the strategies may include like the immunization, health education, or the exercises, or any lifestyle changes. That is the primary prevention. Okay, coming to the second one is the secondary prevention. So here the secondary prevention mainly it occurs after the system which will be reacted to the stressor, and it provides in terms of existing symptoms, like it focuses on appropriate treatment of the exact symptoms. Okay, then tertiary prevention. Okay, here not intervention, only the prevention. Okay, so here tertiary prevention mainly it occurs after the active treatment or any secondary prevention strategies. Mainly in this tertiary prevention it focuses on readjustment towards the optimal client system stability. Like the main goal of this tertiary prevention is to strengthen and resistance to stressors by reduction to help and to prevent recurrence of reaction and the any regressions. Mainly this prevention will be begins at any point after system stability, but its main purpose is to maintain wellness or project client system through support. Then last and the final concept is reconstitution. Here reconstitution means like state of adaptation to the stressors like internal or the external environment, which will be reconstitution begins at any degree level or any action of the level. Here in this the client's previous line of defense, reconstitution will be including like interpersonal factors like physiological, psychological, socio-cultural development, or the such kind of the spiritual variables will be involving in this reconstitution method, and it will be depending upon how successful immobilization or the mobilization of the client will be preventing the further reaction to the stressor in response to the dynamic state of any type of the adjustment. Got it? These are the 16 major concepts of Newman system model. Okay, then this is the Newman system model ma. See here we have discussed the line of defense, normal line of defense, flexible line of defense, stressor, reaction, intervention, tertiary prevention, secondary prevention, primary prevention. What it will be going? Primary prevention, reducing possibility of encounter with stressors and the strengthening the flexible line of defense. Then here secondary, early case findings, treatment of symptoms. Tertiary, readaptation, maintenance of particular stability. So we have also discussed the intra extra personal factors. Reconstitution, it will be could begin at any degree or any level of reaction, like range of possibility or the normal line of defense. Okay, here paradigm of Newman's model. Here there are the majorly four concepts of nursing meta paradigm that will be identified as the Newman's as part of her model. First one is the human being, environment, health, and the nursing. Let's discuss human being is the individual. Like in this the Newman's model will be presenting the client as whole person and open system which they are going to interact with the both internal and the external environmental factors or the external environmental forces or the stressors. See here in this Newman system model the human is in constant change. Okay, moving towards a dynamic state of system stability or towards illness. Then second one is the environment. So here environment means like it is a such kind of the vital arena, that is arena to the system and its function. Means it includes the internal, external, and the created environment will be included. Here in this environmental concept, it is also viewed all the factors which will be affects the and affected by the system. Then coming to the third one, that is the health. Health to the wellness, and defines the health or the wellness as a condition like supporting harmony with the whole of the client. Stability occurs when all the systems of the parts supports are in balance or the harmony. Illness occurs when needs of systems are not at all satisfied. Okay. Then fourth one is the nursing. So here the, especially in this Newman's believes nursing is concerned with the whole person. Here she also views that nursing is a unique profession that is concerned with the entire variable affecting an individual's responses to the stress, because the individual nurse's perception influences the care given. Okay, these are the paradigm of Newman's model. Then this is the nursing diagnosis of nursing process, which is based upon the Newman system model, that is assessment, nursing diagnosis, planning, and the implementation and the evaluation. So here the nursing assessment mainly focusing on the obtaining a comprehensive client like database to determine the existing state to the wellness or the actual or the any potential reaction to the environment, that we used to consider under the assessment in the Newman system model. Coming to the diagnosis, so here diagnosis like based in their thorough assessment with the consideration which will be given for the 5 variables like 3 stressor areas. Yes or no? 3 stressor areas: interpersonal, interpersonal, and extra personal. Okay, so then planning. Here overall goal is to guide the client to conserve energy and to use energy as a force to move beyond the present. Okay, then implementation. So here implementation means like in relation to 5 variables achieved to the primary and secondary and territory like interventions and evaluation. So here anticipated or the prescribed change occur if it is not made the goals or reform. Got it? These are the nursing a process based upon the Newman system model. So here nursing diagnosis goals. So here nursing diagnosis either it may be line of defense or the line of resistance, central core, physiological, physical, same will be developing. Nursing outcome will be the somewhat different. Okay, then by this we have finished the Newman system model. Then last model, that is Sister Calista Rice adaptation model. We have idea, we have thorough regarding this Rice adaptation model. Let's see what is the Rice adaptation model. So here Sister Calista. So here she is what is her name? Her name is Sister Calista Roy. She is a nurse, theorist, writer, lecturer, researcher, and the teacher. So she is what is her qualification? She is a nurse, theorist, writer, lecturer, researcher, and the theorist. She was born at Los Angeles, okay, on October 15, 1939. Okay. Then in 1970, okay, so we have only seen 2 type of the biographical sketch regarding the Sister Calista, and she was she studied born at Los Angeles, and she has finished the Bachelor of Arts with a major in nursing Mount St. Mary's College, that is Los Angeles, in 1963, and she also finished the master's degree program in pediatric nursing by the University of California, Los Angeles, in the 1966, and she has also finished the master's and the PhD in sociology in the year 1973 and the 1977, and she was worked with the Dorothy E. Johnson. Okay, and she was also worked as a faculty of Mount St. Mary's College in the 1966. Organized course content according to her point of view of person and family according to the adoptive system. Okay, these are her biographical sketch of Sister Calista Roy. So here in 1970, this Roy adaptation model was born as a derivation of Beta Lanphy. Okay, Beta Lanphy. In the 1968, the general system theory and the Harry Helson's adaptation level theory. Okay, in 1964. So this was a derivation of the Roy's adaptation model was got derivation to Beta Lanphy in the 1968 and general system theory Harry Helson's adaptation level theory in 1964. Okay, here the Roy Sister Calista has given definition. What is the definition? Means that Like Sister Callista Roy in the 1997, she defines the adaptation as nursing process and outcome, whereby the thinking and feeling person uses conscious awareness and choice to create human and the environmental integration. So here, the adaptation, the model should be according to the thinking and feeling of the person. So that should be uses in a conscious awareness, and it also uses in choices to create many of the human and the environmental integration. Okay, so here nursing is establishing itself as a scientific discipline, like its thrust towards the scientifically sound social usefulness, like the development of any conceptual models which will be used in the nursing. So here, by following all those models, the nursing models provide the basis for selecting knowledge, especially in the transmitted in nursing education. It is one of the framework of nursing practices and the direction for the nursing research. Here, it mainly these Roy's adaptation model, especially for the model in the nursing practice, led to some results, especially in the attainment of optimum level of wellness by the person. This model will be presenting different kind of the views, choices to create the human and the environmental integrations. Then the model, these Roy's adaptation model presents person as a system. Yes, so here the Sister Callista Roy is also focusing the person as a system. So here the person as a system having first one is the input, and second one is the focal stimuli, and third one is the contextual stimuli, and fourth one is the okay, so see here, first one is the input. The model of the person, they were Sister Callista Roy was considered as a first one is the input, and second one is the control process, and third one is the effectors, and the fourth one is the output. Okay, let's see first one. So here, input means stimuli, like as open level of living system, like person receives input or stimuli from both the environment or itself. Okay, so here the person is stimulating from the both environment or the stimuli, that is the input. So under the input there are the three types of the stimuli. First one is the focal, second one is the contextual, and third one is the residual. So see here, first one is the focal. So here the focal stimuli means focusing on the particular type of the environment, and the contextual stimuli and the residual stimuli. Coming to the adaptation, so this is also one of the stimuli which was used by the presenting as a person as a adaptation, where it occurs when the person responds positively to the environmental changes, like it promotes integrity of the person, which is leading to the health, like along with the stimuli adaptation levels of the person, it is acting as an input to the person as an adaptive system. So it is these adaptation for the person and for the model in the system is unique for each and every individual or each and every person. Got it? Then coming to the second one is the control process. Okay, here control process is the Sister Callista Roy has used a term like coping mechanism, especially to describe the control processes of the person as an adaptive system. Like some coping mechanisms are inherited or the genetics, such as WBC defense against microorganisms. Others are learned, such as any antiseptics to cleanse a wound. Here, these control process will be consisting of the two types. First one is the regulator and second one is the cognator. Here regulator mechanism means it is an automatic neuroendocrine response to the stimulus, like the transmitters of the regulated systems or the chemical, neural or the endocrine in the nature. So in these regulator mechanisms, the Roy has been presented like psychomotor responses, which is originating from the central nervous system as regulatory subsystem responses. Okay, coming to the second one is the cognator subsystem. So here cognator subsystem, we used to call it as a coping mechanism also. Okay, here the cognator control process will be related to the cognitive brain functions, like the perceptions or the memory, learning, problem solving, judgment, or any type of the emotions which will be related to the cognitive mechanism. Like coping activities may or may not be adequate to maintain integrity. So in this, a system will be difficulty present when coping activity is inadequate as a result of any need or excess or the any deficits of the person. Okay, this is the second model presenting the person as a system. Coming to the third one is the effectors. So here effectors, all the cognitors and the regulator process are essential to the adaptive responses like the person. These processes are not directly observed, but in the 1991 the Roy has identified four adaptive methods for assessment of the behavior that will be resulting as a mechanism. First one is the physiological needs, self concept, role function mode, and the interdependent mode. Let's discuss the first one is the physiological needs. So here physiological need or the physiological mode, in this it represents the physical responses especially for the to environmental stimuli, and primarily it involves the regulatory subsystems. Like the basic needs of this mode is physiologically integrated, like nutrition, water, oxygenation, elimination, which are associated with the physiological needs. Coming to the second one is the self concept mode. So here self concept mode, which will be related to the basic need for the psychic integrity, like physical self related to the body sensation and the body image, and the personal self related to the self consistency and the self ideal, moral or ethical or any spiritual life. So here self concept will be representing the person's efforts to maintain self organization and avoid any disequilibriums in the person's attitude. Then role function mode. Role function mode means that it will be identifying the patterns of social interactions of the person, which is relation to the others, the basic need to meet the social integrity. Okay, then last and the final one is the interdependent mode. It is one of the mode where the affectional needs are met. It identifies the pattern of love or pattern of affection, pattern of feelings or pattern of affirmation or pattern of any human values. So here they are going to meet the affectional needs. This is the third system of a person. Then fourth one is the output. So here output means this process will be occurring through the interpersonal relationship on both individuals or the group levels. Mainly it is responding that may be adaptive or the infective, not infective ma ineffective. Okay, adaptive responses means contributing the adaptation goals, like responses to promote the growth, survival or any reproduction. Then this coming to the second one is the ineffective, these contributing to the health and the process of being that will be becoming integrated. On other hand, and infective responses that will be do not fulfilling these kind of the goals. Got it? These are the models which will be presenting the person as a system. Coming to the scientific assumptions of the Newman system model, that is the first one is the biopsychosocial being. Here the person is a biopsychosocial being, and the person is a constant interaction with changing environment, and to cope with innate changing world, person uses both innate and acquired mechanisms. And fourth one is like health and the illness or inevitable dimensions of life, and also to respond positively to environmental changes to the person that must be adaptable. And the fifth one is the adaptation. The person adaptation is function of the stimulus, like exposure to one's adaptation level. Got it? These are the scientific assumptions of Newman system model. Then elements of this Roy's adaptation model. Okay, scientific assumptions of Roy's adaptation model. So here elements of Roy's adaptation model, first one is the person, second one is the second one is the environment, third one is the health, and the fourth one is the nursing. So we all are discussing each and every theory and topic. Person, like here in this person, the Roy, she has identified the person as the recipient of nursing care as living complex adaptive system with the internal processes like cognitor and the any type of the regulator which are acting to maintain adaptation in the four adaptive modes, like the physiological needs or the role function or the self concept or any interdependence. Okay, so here another person, that is a system. How here in this system the Roy conceptualized the person in an holistic perspective, like the individual parts are acting as a form for the unified being. Like a system, the person is going to be a work in a unified being. Coming to the adaptation is it is one of the adaptive system of a person that is having the inputs or the stimuli which control the processes known as a coping mechanisms, or the output as a behavioral responses. Okay, then output and the feedback. Here output and the feedback same same like a person behave like a system, that is the responses of the person, behavior of the person. They are going to observe by the adaptive responses and also the ineffective responses, same. Then coping mechanism, regulator mechanisms and the cognitive mechanisms, and adaptive modes like physiological mode, psychological mode, self concept modes, role function modes, and interdependent modes will be coming under the adaptive modes. Coming to the second one is the environment. So here already Roy has broadly defined the environment as all conditioning circumstances, and these environment is influenced that surround and affect the development and behavior of the different types of the person and different types of the groups of the people. So that all the stimuli are parts of the environment. So here these changes in the environment will be acting as a catalyst, stimulating the person to make mainly for the adaptive responses. So these changes in the environment, that may be slight or the large, or it may be negative or the positive, any environmental changes that will be demanding increasing energy to adopt any type of the situation, or these increasing demands of the energy will be adapting to that kind of the environmental situation. Got it? And third one is the health. So you know that health is a state of process of being becoming an integrated whole person, like reflecting the adaptation process demonstrated by the adaptation in each and every four integrated adaptive modes, like physical needs, psychological, role function, interdependent. So here the main aim of the health in the nurse is to promote health of the person by promoting adaptive responses. Then the last and the final one is the nursing. Here nursing generally you know that redefines the goals of nursing, like promotion of adaptive responses which positively affect the health, and the actions are taken to manage the focal, contextual, residual stimuli. The total stimuli will be falling with the levels of the person. For example, a person with the chest pain, the focal stimuli is the imbalance between the demand for the oxygen by body and the supply of oxygen. Then the heart can provide. Then immediately the nurse manages the stimuli of demand so that an adaptive response can be made. So here the nurse also acts to prepare the person for anticipated changes through strengthening regulators or any cognitive coping mechanism that will be used for the health of the client. Got it? These are the elements of the Rice adaptation model. So this is the model. See here, physiological, physical, self-concept, and the coping process, interdependence, and the role function. So automatically in each and every step we are going to observe stimuli and the behavior of the client. Okay, this is also like input, control process, effectors, and the output. Okay, so by this we have finished the three model, that is what is the Virginia Henderson model. We have been discussed definition, components, and the major concepts of the Virginia Henderson, and also the we have also gone through Baptist Newman system model, and also we have finished with the Royce adaptation model. Okay, stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you everyone.